All right, let's dive deep today. We're tackling third eye activation.
Ooh.
I got
Yeah,
going
me.
beyond like just the surface level. We're
Okay.
going to explore techniques that kind of bridge the spiritual concepts of the law of one
Okay.
with scientific research on the pineal gland.
Sounds fascinating. I'm excited.
It's a big one.
Yeah, these two worlds, it's amazing to see them together.
Yeah,
They're often considered very separate,
totally.
but they complement each other.
Yeah.
You've given us some amazing sources today.
Yeah.
We've got scientific papers analyzing meditation's effect on the pineal gland,
Hmm.
spiritual texts, discussing the law of one,
Yeah.
and even excerpts highlighting various perspectives on third eye activation.
We're basically time traveling
Yeah.
through like human understanding, right? We're
Yeah.
pulling from ancient traditions
Right.
and the latest scientific discoveries. I
Right.
mean, it really makes you wonder, can we unlock a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe
Right.
by integrating these, what seem to be different approaches?
It's such a fascinating question.
Yeah.
And a lot of the recent research seems to suggest that the answer might be yes.
Ooh,
Yay! But
I like that answer.
before we get, too far ahead of ourselves,
Yeah.
let's start with, I guess, the basics.
Yeah, let's ground ourselves.
The pineal gland.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Why has it been shrouded in so much mystery for so long?
It's like the celebrity of the endocrine system.
Yeah,
It's tiny,
right.
but mighty.
Totally.
And it's always making headlines.
Always in the news.
We know it's this little pine cone-shaped gland,
Yeah,
nestled deep within the brain.
right.
And for centuries, it's been linked to spirituality
Yeah.
and the concept of the third eye.
Exactly. And what's really captivating is that science is,
Mhm.
finally catching up with these ancient ideas.
Yeah.
There's this
It's exciting.
incredible study from 2024
Oh, yeah.
that found something
I think I know what you're talking about.
pretty remarkable, yeah,
Yeah.
about the pineal gland activity of meditators.
So you're talking about the study that found that
Yeah.
meditators had like a significantly stronger signal
Mm-hmm.
in their pineal glands
Yes.
compared to non-meditators.
Yes.
And not only that, but it
Yeah.
was linked to like a younger brain age.
That's the one.
That's so cool.
It's like meditation is a time machine for the brain,
Yeah.
but the study doesn't stop there.
Right.
It goes, even deeper
Mm.
and dives into how meditation might actually be influencing the pineal gland.
I mean, the researchers proposed
Yep.
several hypotheses,
They
right?
did.
It was everything from melatonin production and its effect on sleep
Mhm.
to stress reduction
Yeah.
and even the potential stimulation of calcite microcrystals
Yes.
within the pineal gland.
Right.
Calcite microcrystals sound like something straight out of a fantasy novel.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
But they're real.
Yeah.
And their potential role in the pineal gland is just fascinating.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
this
right.
tiny gland just holds a universe of secrets waiting to be uncovered.
Yeah, absolutely.
And another point the study highlighted was the pineal gland's
Yeah.
sensitivity to light,
Right.
which plays a significant role
Hmm.
in regulating melatonin levels, especially in meditators.
Okay, so even something as simple as
Yeah.
like dimming the lights
Right.
before we meditate
Yeah,
could actually impact our pineal glands.
exactly. Yeah.
It makes you realize how interconnected everything is.
It really does. And this idea of interconnectedness
Yeah.
is at the very core
Yeah.
of the law of one.
Right.
So this concept
Ah.
was brought forth by an entity named Ra, who channeled communications.
Interest.
And it emphasizes the principle of all is one. Essentially,
Yeah.
everything in the universe is interconnected and part of a single consciousness.
Okay, so we're starting to see how this bridge
Mhm.
between science and spirituality is like forming, right?
Right.
We have science exploring
Right.
the physical mechanisms of the pineal gland.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other hand, we have the law of one
Yeah,
presenting this grand unifying vision of the universe.
exactly.
And then it gets even more interesting when we look at how the law of one views our existence.
Right.
It suggests that we are currently in third density,
Mm-hmm.
a stage focused on
Yeah.
learning the ways of love.
Yes.
Learning the ways of love.
Yeah.
That
It's
resonates.
beautiful.
But what does that have to do with the third eye?
Well, the law of one proposes
Okay.
that the third eye,
Yeah.
or what they refer to as the
Eh.
indigo ray energy center,
Interesting.
plays a key role
Mm-hmm.
in our spiritual evolution. It's through this center that we can tap into our intuition,
Yeah.
connect with our higher selves, and ultimately,
Mm-hmm.
experience this profound sense of oneness
Okay.
with all creation.
So it sounds like activating our third eye isn't just about
Yeah.
like gaining, special abilities or
Oh,
anything.
right.
It's about like
Yeah,
deepening our connection
it
to
is.
ourselves and the universe. It's about
Exactly.
embracing
Yeah,
love and unity.
that's
I
beautiful.
like that.
As we delve deeper into the specific techniques for activating the third eye,
Yeah.
we'll see how all these concepts come to life.
This is already blowing my mind.
Right.
We've got like a younger brain,
Yeah.
ancient wisdom,
Right.
and a universal love connection,
Totally.
all thanks to this tiny
It's crazy.
pine cone shaped gland.
Yeah.
What's not to love?
It is pretty remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we're just getting started.
Okay, before we get too carried away, let's bring it back down to like the practical side of things.
Yeah, let's get practical.
What specific techniques
Mhm.
are mentioned in the source material for actually activating the third eye?
Well, meditation
Okay.
emerges as a central practice.
Yeah.
Not just for enhancing,
Yeah.
pineal gland activity,
Right.
but also for balancing energy centers
Okay.
within the body, as emphasized in the Law of One.
So it's like a 2-for-1 deal.
It is, yeah.
It benefits our physical brain
Yeah,
and then also aligns our energy centers
exactly.
for spiritual growth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Okay, what's that?
Inner work is key.
Inner work is key. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And that inner work also includes,
Yeah.
cultivating self-love and acceptance.
self-love.
The Law of One suggests that this helps to remove blockages
Okay.
in our lower energy centers,
Okay.
allowing energy to flow freely
Yeah.
to the third eye.
So it's like clearing a path
It is, yeah.
for the energy to reach its full potential.
Exactly.
But then there's another technique mentioned
Okay.
that I'm a little
Yeah.
curious about.
What's that?
Working with kundalini energy.
Oh, yes.
It always sounds a bit mysterious.
It does have a certain mystique to it.
Yeah.
Kundalini energy is often described as
Yeah.
a dormant force
Okay.
at the base of the spine.
Okay.
A meeting point of like spiraling energies
Okay.
within the body.
No.
As we engage in, specific practices,
Yeah.
this energy can awaken
Okay.
and rise upward,
Interesting.
activating each energy center along the way,
Oh, wow.
including the third eye.
So it's not just about focusing on like the
Yeah.
third eye itself, right?
Right.
It's also about awakening
It is.
and harnessing this powerful energy within us.
Yeah. And according to the Law of One,
Yeah.
this Kundalini energy
Mm-hmm.
is a key part
Of-
for spiritual evolution.
So it's about aligning like
It is, yeah.
our physical,
Yeah.
mental, and spiritual selves,
Mhm.
allowing this energy to flow freely
Right.
and unlock our full potential.
We got the potential, yeah.
I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together.
Me too.
I've got the science,
Yes.
the spiritual framework,
Mm.
and the practical techniques.
Right.
But I'm curious, like,
Yeah.
what about the end result?
Okay.
What does like a more active
Yeah.
third eye
Yeah.
actually look like in our lives?
That's where things get really exciting.
Okay, good.
So an activated third eye can bring about
Yeah.
a whole host of benefits,
Okay.
from enhanced intuition and insight
Mhm.
to a deeper connection to the spiritual realm
Yeah.
and a greater sense of unity with all things,
Whoa.
perfectly aligning with the principles of the Law of One.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Okay.
Tell me more.
All right.
What kind of real-world impact can we expect to see
Yeah.
if we start incorporating these techniques?
Imagine walking through life with this heightened sense of awareness,
Okay.
a deeper connection to your intuition,
Yeah.
and a greater understanding of,
Yeah.
the interconnectedness of all things.
Mm.
You're more attuned to
Okay.
the subtle energies around you,
Okay.
both the positive and the negative.
Right.
And you navigate your choices
Yeah.
with
Langer.
more clarity and purpose.
I'm already feeling more centered just imagining that.
Right.
It's like we're operating from like a higher level of consciousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making decisions that aren't just based on
Right.
logic or ego,
Yeah.
but on a deeper like
Exactly.
inner wisdom.
And this wisdom can manifest
Yeah.
in countless ways.
Okay.
You might find yourself drawn to new opportunities,
Right.
meeting, the right people at the right time,
Right.
or simply experiencing
Yeah.
a greater sense of peace and fulfillment
Okay.
in your everyday life.
So it's not just about having like mystical experiences or anything like that.
No, not at all.
It's about navigating our everyday lives
It is.
with more clarity, purpose,
Yeah.
and intuition.
It's about feeling more aligned
Yeah,
with our true selves and our path in life.
I like that a lot.
And this heightened awareness can
Yeah.
also extend to our relationships
Yeah.
with others.
Yeah?
We might become more compassionate, more understanding, and more able to see beyond,
Yeah.
surface appearances
Mm-hmm.
to the essence of each individual.
It's like we're developing
Yeah.
like a more heart-centered way
We are, yeah.
of interacting with the world,
Yeah.
recognizing the
Ah,
inherent interconnectedness
right.
of all beings.
That's beautifully put.
I
And
totally.
this shift in perspective
Yeah.
can have,
Yeah.
a ripple effect
Right.
influencing our relationships, our
Mhm.
communities,
Yeah.
and even the world at large.
So activating our third eye isn't just like a personal journey, right?
Exactly.
There's like a contribution to
That is
a collective shift
yeah.
towards um, more love,
Or love, yes.
compassion, and
Mhm.
understanding.
It's about recognizing
Yeah.
that our individual awakening
Yeah.
is intertwined with
Mhm.
the awakening of humanity as a whole.
It's a beautiful way to put it.
That's the heart of it.
Yeah.
And it's a journey
Yeah.
that's both exciting and challenging,
Yeah.
filled with,
Mhm.
twists and turns,
Yeah.
unexpected breakthroughs.
Total.
But even amidst the challenges, there's a
Yeah.
sense of wonder and possibility
Absolutely.
that keeps us moving forward.
I'm definitely feeling that sense of wonder. This deep dive has opened up a whole new perspective
Yeah.
on what's possible,
Right.
both within ourselves and in the world around us.
That's what we hoped for.
Yeah.
And remember, you're not alone on this path.
Right.
There are countless resources available to support you.
Yeah.
Books, websites,
Mhm.
communities, teachers.
Mhm.
Trust your intuition,
Yeah.
follow your heart, and
Yeah.
enjoy the ride.
What a beautiful reminder.
Yeah.
This journey of third eye activation
Yeah,
is about embracing the unknown,
it is.
trusting the process,
Yes.
and allowing ourselves to be guided
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
something greater than ourselves.
Exactly.
It's about opening ourselves up
Mhm.
to the infinite possibilities that await us
They're out there.
when we tap into the power
Of the third eye.
of the third eye. Yes.
Speaking of possibilities,
Yeah.
we've explored a lot of different techniques
We have.
for activating the third eye.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up,
Okay.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on some of the most practical
Yeah.
and accessible ways to get started.
That's a great question.
Yeah. I think the key is to start with what resonates with you
Okay.
and build from there.
Right.
Meditation, as we've discussed,
Yep.
is a foundational practice that offers, a multitude of benefits, including enhanced intuition and
Yeah.
pineal gland activation.
Right.
Even just,
Yeah.
a few minutes each day
Yeah.
can make a difference.
Right. Consistency is key.
It is, yeah.
It's about creating
Yeah.
a sustainable practice
Mhm.
that fits into our lives
Right.
rather than trying to force ourselves into
Yeah.
like some rigid routine.
Exactly.
That's
And
it.
alongside meditation,
Yeah.
exploring
Yeah.
creative outlets like
Yeah.
journaling, painting, or dancing can also be
Right.
incredibly powerful for activating the third eye.
Okay.
These activities help us tap into our intuition,
Right.
express our emotions, and connect with our inner world.
It's like we're giving our intuition a voice.
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
Allowing it to express itself
Yeah.
through these,
Mm-hmm.
creative channels.
Absolutely.
And another simple yet potent practice
Okay.
is spending time in nature.
Oh, I love that.
As we've discussed,
Yeah.
being in nature helps us
Yeah.
ground ourselves,
Yeah.
clear our minds,
Life?
and connect to our innate wisdom.
I love that. It's like
Yeah.
nature is this
Yeah.
giant reset button for our nervous system.
Yeah,
It allows us to come back
Yeah.
to a place of balance and clarity.
it is.
Right.
And when we're in that state
Yeah.
of balance and receptivity,
Mm-hmm.
our intuition can flow more freely.
Absolutely.
Soaking up the sun,
Yes.
feeling the breeze on our skin,
Yeah.
listening to the birds singing.
Right.
These simple acts
Yeah.
can have a profound impact
Totally.
on our third eye activation.
I'm feeling so inspired to incorporate these practices
Yeah.
into my daily life.
Do it. Yeah.
It's amazing how something as simple as like taking a walk in the park
Yeah.
can actually help us activate our third eye.
It can.
and deepen our connection to
Yeah.
ourselves in the universe.
It really is remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is that
Yeah.
these practices are
Yeah.
accessible to everyone,
Right.
regardless of, their background or beliefs.
Absolutely.
This has been
Yeah.
such an enlightening conversation.
This has been great.
I feel like we've only just
Yeah.
scratched the surface
Yeah,
of
totally.
this fascinating topic.
Yeah.
But I'm walking away with a renewed sense of curiosity
Okay.
and a toolbox
Yeah.
full of practical techniques to explore.
It's a good toolbox.
It's a good toolbox, yeah.
It is.
It's been a joy
Yeah.
sharing this exploration with you
Likewise.
and with our listeners.
Yeah.
Remember, the journey of third eye activation is an ongoing process of discovery.
Yeah.
And there's always more to learn,
Absolutely.
more to experience, and more to uncover.
So true. Thank you for joining us
Thank you.
on this deep dive
Yeah.
into the world of third eye activation.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time,
Yes.
keep seeking,
Yeah.
keep exploring,
Mhm.
and keep diving deep.
Dive deep. Welcome back to the deep dive.
It's great to be back.
It's fascinating
Yeah.
how we often associate the third eye with these mystical or supernatural powers.
Right.
But at its core, isn't it really about
Yeah.
tapping into a natural human capacity?
Totally. Our intuition.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's not about
Yeah.
suddenly gaining the ability to see auras or predict the future,
Yeah.
but it's about honing this innate sense of knowing.
Exactly. We all possess.
We all have it.
It's about learning to trust that inner voice.
Yes.
That gut feeling
Yeah.
that often guides us
Right.
in ways that we can't always explain logically.
Exactly. Intuition is that whisper of wisdom, that flash of insight
Yeah.
that seems to come from beyond our conscious mind.
Yeah.
And what's intriguing is that
Okay.
both the scientific research on the pineal gland
Yeah.
and the spiritual teachings of the Law of One point toward this gland as being closely connected
Yeah.
to our intuitive abilities.
So how do we actually
Yeah,
strengthen and develop our intuition?
that's the question.
Is it something we can
Yeah.
train like a muscle?
Oh.
Because if so, I'm ready to hit the intuitive gym.
I love that analogy.
Okay, good.
And the answer is yes.
Okay.
We can absolutely cultivate our intuition
Okay.
through practice and attention.
So it's about becoming more aware of
Right.
those subtle nudges, those whispers of guidance
Yeah.
that we often ignore or dismiss.
Exactly.
So it's not just about
Yeah.
passively waiting
Right,
for
yeah.
those aha
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah.
It's about actively engaging with our intuition,
It is.
becoming more receptive to its messages.
Precisely.
Okay.
And one of the simplest,
Yeah.
yet most effective ways to do this
Okay.
is to start keeping a journal
Oh, yeah.
of your intuitive hits and
That's
misses.
interesting.
Notice when those gut feelings lead you in the right direction,
Okay.
and also when you
Yeah.
ignore your intuition and end up regretting it.
That's a great idea.
It is.
It's like we're
Yeah.
gathering data
Right.
on our own intuitive process
We are.
and becoming more familiar with
Yeah,
its language and patterns.
exactly. And as you become more aware of your intuition,
Yeah.
you naturally start to trust it more. It's like building a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your inner guidance system,
Right.
learning to rely on its wisdom.
I love that.
Yeah.
Building a relationship
Right.
with our intuition.
Yeah.
And as with any relationship,
Yes.
trust and communication are key.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, speaking of practices
Yeah.
that can deepen our intuitive connection,
Mhm.
we can't forget about meditation.
Right.
We already touched upon
Yeah.
its benefits for the pineal gland,
Yeah.
but its ability to quiet the mind
Right.
and create space
Yeah.
for those inner whispers to emerge
Yeah.
is truly invaluable.
It's like meditation is this multifaceted gem with each facet reflecting a different benefit.
Right.
We reduce stress.
Yeah.
We improve focus.
Right.
We increase self-awareness. And we enhance our intuition
Yeah.
all through this
All in one.
practice.
It's quite remarkable, isn't it?
It is.
Meditation helps to clear away
Yeah.
the mental clutter.
Those racing thoughts.
Yeah.
Anxieties
Yeah.
that often drown out
Right.
the subtle voice of intuition.
It's like creating
Yeah.
a sanctuary within ourselves.
It is.
A quiet space where our intuition can finally be heard.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
And as we create that inner sanctuary, we might find ourselves drawn to explore another fascinating realm,
Ooh, what's that?
the world of dreams.
Dreams.
They, too,
Okay.
can be a rich source of intuitive guidance
Oh.
if we learn to pay attention to them.
Dreams. I've always been intrigued by them.
Yeah.
But I often find myself, like, forgetting them as soon as I wake up. It's like they slip away,
They do.
like sand through my fingers.
That's a common experience.
Yeah.
But the good news is
Okay, good.
that we can train ourselves
Okay.
to remember our dreams
Okay.
and unlock the wisdom that they hold.
Mm-hmm.
One simple practice is to keep a dream journal by your bedside
Yeah.
as soon as you wake up.
Yeah.
Jot down
Okay.
any dream fragments you can recall,
Okay.
even if they seem like
Yeah.
random or nonsensical.
Right.
Just get it down.
It's like capturing those, like fleeting insights before they vanish
Before they're gone.
into the ether.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
as you start recording your dreams,
Yeah.
you might notice recurring themes,
Okay.
symbols,
Wow.
or even messages
Yeah.
that offer guidance or insights
It's
into
really-
your waking life.
It's fascinating to think that, like,
It is, yeah.
our subconscious mind
Right.
is communicating with us
Yeah,
through this symbolic language of dreams.
it is. And learning to decipher
Yeah.
that language can be
Yeah.
a powerful way
Okay.
to deepen our intuition.
Mhm.
It's like unlocking a secret code
Yeah.
that reveals hidden truths
Oh.
about ourselves
Yeah.
and the world around us.
Okay. I'm sold. Dream journal, here I come.
Get that dream journal?
Okay, so we've talked about,
Yeah.
paying attention to our intuition,
Right.
meditation, and
Mhm.
working with dreams.
Right.
Are there any other practices that you would recommend?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
For developing our intuitive abilities.
Okay.
Well, we can't underestimate the power of nature.
Oh, nature.
Spending time outdoors,
Yeah.
surrounded by,
Yeah.
the beauty and tranquility of the natural world can
Uh-huh.
be incredibly grounding
Yeah, absolutely.
and help us connect to
Ah.
our innate wisdom.
Oh, I love that. There's
Yeah.
something so
Yeah,
calming and centering about being in nature.
there is.
It's like all the
Mhm.
stress and noise of daily life just
There's-
melts away,
It does.
leaving you feeling
Yeah.
refreshed and revitalized.
It is. It's as if we're plugging into
Yeah.
a source of
Hmm?
pure energy and wisdom
I like that.
when we immerse ourselves
Yeah.
in nature.
Right. And when we're in that,
Yeah.
like, receptive state,
Yeah,
our intuition can flow more freely,
it can.
unobstructed by
Right.
mental chatter
Yeah.
and distractions.
Exactly. So make time for, nature walks, gardening,
Okay.
or simply sitting under a tree
Right.
and soaking in the peace and beauty
Mhm.
around you.
Yeah.
It's a simple,
Yeah.
yet powerful way
Yeah.
to nourish your intuition.
I'm feeling so inspired
Good.
to create more space for nature in my life.
Yes, do it.
Now, as we're exploring these practices,
Yeah.
it's striking me that there's like a certain level of trust and surrender
Right?
involved in
Yeah.
developing our intuition.
Mm-hmm.
We have to trust those
We do.
gut feelings,
Yeah.
those whispers of guidance,
Right.
even when they don't make
Right.
like
Right.
logical sense.
That's a key insight. It's about taking a leap of faith
right.
and believing that our intuition is
Yeah.
guiding us in the right direction,
Mm.
even when we can't see. Like
Yeah.
the whole path ahead.
Right.
It's about surrendering to
Uh.
the wisdom of something greater
Right.
than our limited ego minds.
It's like we're letting go of the reins,
Yeah.
trusting that our intuition
Ah.
will lead us where we need to go,
Mhm.
even if the journey takes us through
Yeah.
like uncharted territory.
That's beautifully said.
I'll tell you.
And that trust and surrender
Mhm.
can be incredibly liberating.
Right.
It's about releasing the need to control everything.
Right.
And allowing ourselves to be guided by
Yeah.
something greater than
Yeah.
ourselves.
It's like we're saying,
Yeah.
okay, universe, I'm listening. Show me the way.
Exactly. And that's when the magic really starts to happen.
Ooh, magic.
That's when synchronicities abound,
Okay.
opportunities align,
Right.
and we find ourselves flowing
Yeah.
effortlessly with the current of life.
Okay, I'm ready to embrace the magic.
Embrace the magic.
All right,
Yeah.
so as we're like
Yeah.
wrapping up this deep dive into the world of
Yeah.
third eye activation and intuition,
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about Like the ultimate purpose
Okay.
of all of this.
Right.
Why develop our intuition? Why activate our third eye? Like, what's the bigger picture here?
That's a profound question,
Yeah.
and I think the answer lies in the concept of all is one, which we discussed earlier.
Right.
The idea that everything in the universe is interconnected and part of a single consciousness.
So when we activate our third eye and develop our intuition, we're not just like enhancing our personal lives, but we're also contributing to a greater collective awakening.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Thanks.
It's like we're raising the vibration of the entire planet. One intuitive insight at a time.
So it's not just about like personal growth, but about contributing to a collective evolution, right? A shift towards greater awareness, to passion, and unity.
Exactly. And that's what makes this journey so incredibly meaningful.
Right.
It's about realizing that we're not just isolated individuals, but interconnected threads in the vast tapestry of life.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I'm feeling so grateful for this deep dive.
Good.
It's truly been like an eye-opening experience.
It's been a pleasure exploring this with you.
Likewise.
And remember, dear listener, the journey of third eye activation is an ongoing process of discovery.
Right.
And there's always more to learn, more to explore, and more to experience. So keep that sense of wonder alive.
Okay.
Trust your intuition. And embrace the transformative power of the third eye.
I love that. Now, before we wrap up this segment of our deep dive, I wanted to circle back to one of the sources that really sparks my curiosity.
Okay, what's that?
It's that scientific paper that mentioned calcite microcrystals in the pineal gland.
Yes. That particular study caught my attention as well.
It's so interesting.
The researchers suggested that these crystals might play a role in the gland's sensitivity to electromagnetic fields and even in our ability to perceive subtle energies.
Okay, we're getting into some mind-blowing territory here.
A little bit.
So are you saying that these tiny crystals in our pineal glands could be acting like antennas, allowing us to tap into a whole other dimension of reality?
It's a fascinating hypothesis.
It is.
And it ties into this idea that the pineal gland might be a bridge between our physical world and the realm of consciousness. A receiver and transmitter of information from the quantum field.
Whoa. This is seriously making me rethink everything I thought I knew about the brain.
It is pretty remarkable, isn't it?
It is.
But if we think about it, our brains are already incredibly sophisticated receivers and transmitters of information. We're constantly processing sensory input, emotions, thoughts, and memories.
Yeah, there's a lot going on up there.
It is. So who's to say that the pineal gland, with its unique structure and composition, isn't capable of interacting with these subtler forms of energy?
Exactly.
And that's what makes this whole exploration so exciting. We're just beginning to understand the true potential of this tiny gland and its role in our consciousness.
I'm starting to see the pineal gland in a whole new light.
Yes.
Or maybe I should say a whole new frequency.
I love that. And I think that's the key to unlocking the mysteries of the third eye. Approaching it with a sense of openness and a willingness to expand our understanding of what's possible.
Totally.
Okay. Now, as we delve deeper into this world of the pineal gland, I'm curious about its connection to the endocrine system. We often talk about it in this spiritual context, but it's also a vital part of our physical well-being. Absolutely. The pineal gland, despite its mystical associations, is a key player in our hormonal regulation. It produces melatonin, a hormone. That's crucial for regulating our sleep-wake cycles.
Melatonin is like the Sandman's secret weapon.
I love that.
You know, sprinkling us with drowsiness each night.
Yeah.
So we can drift off into dreamland.
I love that analogy. And melatonin does so much more than just regulate our sleep. It plays a role in boosting our immune system, influencing our mood, and even protecting us from damage caused by free radicals.
Wow, the pineal gland is like a real multitasker.
Yeah.
Like the ultimate wellness guru.
Is
keeping our bodies and minds in harmony.
It truly is. And its health and function are essential to our overall well-being.
Right.
So it's in our best interest to support our pineal glands and help them thrive.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Yeah, how do we
give our pineal glands some TLC?
give them some love?
Yeah, besides meditation, of course.
Yeah, beside meditation.
Which we already know is a winner.
Which we know is great.
Yeah.
Well, we can start by nourishing ourselves with foods and supplements that support pineal gland function.
Okay, what kind of?
So look for things rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and tryptophan, which is a precursor to melatonin.
Got it. Yeah. Antioxidants, omega-3s, tryptophan, all going on the grocery list.
On the list.
What else can we do to show our pineal glands some love?
Minimizing exposure to toxins is crucial.
Okay.
Fluoride, for example, has been shown to accumulate in the pineal gland and potentially disrupt its function.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So paying attention to the ingredients in our water and toothpaste is a good starting point.
That's a great reminder.
It is.
Out with the fluoride.
Yeah.
In with the pineal-friendly choices.
Exactly.
Okay.
And speaking of things to minimize, we can't forget about artificial light, especially at night.
Right.
You know, that blue light emitted from our electronic devices can suppress melatonin production and disrupt our natural sleep-wake cycles.
I've definitely noticed that if I spend too much time scrolling through my phone before bed, I have a harder time falling asleep.
It's a common experience.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea to limit screen time in the evening.
Right.
And create like a relaxing bedtime routine that supports melatonin production. You know, dimming the lights, read a book, take a warm bath, anything that signals to your body that it's time to wind down and prepare for rest.
Okay, I'm starting to envision like a whole new evening routine. One that's not only good for my sleep, but also good for my pineal gland.
Exactly. It's a win-win.
It is.
And remember, dear listener, taking care of your pineal gland is not just about, you know, physical health, but also about supporting your spiritual growth. And intuitive development.
It's like we're integrating the wisdom of both science and spirituality.
Yes.
Creating like a holistic approach to well-being.
Exactly. That holistic approach is key to unlocking our full potential.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, as we're nearing the end of this deep dive, I wanted to touch on one final aspect of third eye activation.
Okay.
The concept of spiritual awakening.
Spiritual awakening, yes.
We've danced around it a bit.
We have.
But I'd love to explore it more directly.
That's a fitting topic to conclude with.
Okay.
After all, the third eye is often seen as a gateway to higher consciousness and spiritual enlightenment.
Okay.
But what does spiritual awakening really mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Is it some sudden dramatic event?
Right.
Or a more gradual unfolding?
That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah.
Is it like a lightning bolt striking?
Yeah.
Or is it more like a seed slowly sprouting and growing into a beautiful flower?
Well, it can manifest in many different ways.
Right.
For some, it might be like a profound mystical experience.
Okay.
A moment of like sudden clarity and realization. For others, it might be a gradual process of self-discovery and inner transformation. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to spiritual awakening.
So it's not about having like a specific experience, but about like a shift in perspective.
It is.
A deepening of awareness.
Exactly.
That can unfold in countless ways.
Countless ways.
Okay, so if there's no like set formula or anything, are there any like common signs or characteristics?
Yeah, there are that might indicate that someone is undergoing a spiritual awakening.
Okay.
Well, it often involves a shift in perspective, a sense of interconnectedness, and a deep yearning for meaning and purpose. It's like we're waking up to a greater reality beyond our... Welcome back to the deep dive.
It's great to be.
We've covered so much ground today.
Yeah, we have.
From the science of the pineal gland to the spiritual teachings of the law of one.
Yeah.
And even dream exploration and the mysteries of kundalini energy.
It's a lot.
It is.
I feel like we've been on like a whirlwind adventure through like the inner landscape of consciousness.
It has been quite a journey, hasn't it? And amidst all these fascinating details and techniques, I keep coming back to this one question.
Okay.
What does it all mean for our everyday lives?
Right.
How does activating our third eye actually change how we live?
Yeah.
How we interact with the world and how we experience ourselves?
Exactly. It's one thing to talk about.
Right.
Like the science and the spiritual concepts.
Yeah.
But it's another thing entirely to actually integrate these ideas into our daily lives.
Absolutely.
So paint me a picture.
Okay.
What does like a more activated third eye look like in action?
Yeah, good question.
How does it shape our experiences and interactions?
Well, imagine walking through life with this heightened sense of awareness. A deeper connection to your intuition and a greater understanding of, the interconnectedness of all things.
Right.
You're more attuned to the subtle energies around you, both the positive and the negative. And you navigate your choices with more clarity and purpose.
I'm already feeling more centered just imagining that. It's like we're operating from a higher level of consciousness, making decisions that aren't just based on logic or ego. But on a deeper, inner wisdom.
And this wisdom can manifest in countless ways. You might find yourself drawn to new opportunities, meeting, the right people at the right time, or simply experiencing a greater sense of peace and fulfillment in your everyday life.
So it's not just about having mystical experiences.
No, not at all.
But it's about navigating our everyday lives with more clarity, purpose, and intuition.
It's about feeling more aligned with our true selves and our path in life.
I like that a lot.
And this heightened awareness can also extend to our relationships with others. We might become more compassionate, more understanding, and more able to see beyond, surface appearances to the essence of each individual.
It's like we're developing a more heart-centered way of interacting with the world. Recognizing the inherent interconnectedness of all beings.
That's beautifully put. And this shift in perspective can have, a ripple effect, influencing our relationships, our communities, and even the world at large.
So activating our third eye isn't just like a personal journey. It's like a contribution to a collective shift towards more love.
More love, yes.
Compassion and understanding.
It's about recognizing that our individual awakening is intertwined with the awakening of humanity as a whole.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's the heart of it.
Yeah.
And it's a journey that's both exciting and challenging, filled with, twists and turns and unexpected breakthroughs. But even amidst the challenges, there's this sense of wonder and possibility that keeps us moving forward.
I'm definitely feeling that sense of wonder.
Good.
This deep dive has opened up a whole new perspective on what's possible, both within ourselves and in the world around us.
That's what we hoped for.
Absolutely.
And remember, dear listener, you're not alone on this path.
Okay.
There are countless resources available to support you.
That's good to hear.
Including books, websites.
Communities and teachers. Trust your intuition.
Absolutely.
Follow your heart and enjoy the ride.
What a beautiful reminder. This journey of third eye activation is about embracing the unknown.
It is.
Trusting the process.
Yes.
And allowing ourselves to be guided by something greater than ourselves.
Exactly.
It's about opening ourselves up to the infinite possibilities that await us.
They're out there.
When we tap into the power of the third eye.
Of the third eye, yes.
So true. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of third eye activation.
Thank you.
Until next time, keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.
Dive deep.